So, Rolt levels the score with Reynard. 3 wins each, thanks to Adams' fine victory, with 3 Belgians, 2 Brazilians and a South African in the top 6. That is international. And now, the racing driver's delight, wasting a fine drink as the wily Gilles de Ferran dodges off the podium. And de Ferran now leads the championship by a massive 24 points. But it's pretty close behind, with just 5 points covering the next 4, and Julian very much in the hunt.
It was important to Gilles de Ferran that he got back to winning form, and he did precisely that in round 7 at Silverstone, leading home Philippe Adams. But the battle of the race was for third between Kelvin Bert and Marc Goossens, the Belgian eventually winning that contest. Round 8 at Silverstone would see Gilles de Ferran struggling to get past back markers in a vain attempt to reach race leader Philippe Adams. Adams was heading for his 2nd win of the season, and he wouldn't be caught. In fact, for Adams, it was his 2nd win in 2 races, and his form and momentum was becoming a real threat to de Ferran's championship hopes. This was the table at the halfway point in the championship. De Ferran's 26-point lead certainly looks healthy enough, but he can't afford to relax with Adams closing in. So by round 9 at Donington Park, the championship had produced 5 different winners from a spread of 5 different countries, and de Ferran was taking nothing for granted.
People have a tendency of saying that, wow, you virtually have it in your pocket. But I don't really, because the championship is only halfway through. And all you need is a few races with a little bit of bad luck and a little bit of good luck for the main opposition, and the advantage I have on the points are gone. So we must keep on it all the time to try and increase the lead. And then when it gets to the end of the year, we do the sums and see who won it.
Yeah, the championship in England is still very, very strong. And it's true there are many, many good drivers and many good teams and many good cars. So the championship is still open, and I think it's the more regular driver who will win the championship. If you're a champion in Formula 3 in England, maybe you can think about Formula 1 sort of way next year. A few drivers prove it already. Ayrton Senna, Mika Häkkinen, you know, Gigi Leto, you know. And I think the right step to be in Formula 1 driver is to be in England.
There are 21 cars for round 9 of the championship at Donington. 8 Reynards, 11 Rolts and 2 of the new Van Diemen's. Row 1, 2 Brazilians, Osvaldo Negri in pole position ahead of Gilles de Ferran, followed by Julian Westwood in his first UK drive for Van Diemen, and American Elton Julian. Then row 3, it's double winner Philippe Adams with Brazil's Andre Ribeiro. Warren Hughes is 7th in a Rolt today, and Marc Goossens is 8th. Kelvin Bert in row 5 with V-Class grid leader Paul Evans. And as ever, Donington is in prime condition for the 20-lap, 50-mile race. Pole position, Osvaldo Negri on the left, Gilles de Ferran on the right. Behind Negri, it's Westwood. Behind de Ferran, it's Elton Julian. And it's go! Down to Redgate corner, and look to the left. Philippe Adams on the grass from row 3, and de Ferran is attacking Osvaldo Negri as they go into Redgate. And he dives round the back of the Reynard, comes up alongside the red car, and Gilles de Ferran is past Negri into the lead. Philippe Adams is 3rd from 5th on the grid. Round the Creener curves, down to the old hill hairpin, it's de Ferran leading. In car with de Ferran, out of the old hairpin, into 5th gear, underneath Starkey's Bridge, up to McLean's at 135 miles an hour. De Ferran, Negri, Philippe Adams is in 3rd position, behind him in the 2nd Rolt, it's Elton Julian, in car with de Ferran again. Now, up to Coppice corner and then down the Starkey Straight. So, out of Coppice, de Ferran, Negri, Adams, Julian, Westwood, and somebody's off! Who is it? Look at the dust! 42, that's Hilton Cowie. 4 times a winner in Class B, but not today. Out of the chicane, de Ferran leads, then it's Negri. And number 10, Warren Hughes, is up into 6th place ahead of Ribeiro, as the rest of them stream through. Down to the Melbourne hairpin, the leader is Gilles de Ferran, number 5. Then it's Negri, Adams and Julian together. Westwood, and there's a spinner again, that's Andre Ribeiro. position, down to Redgate. Now, here they come. There's De Ferran, Negri, Adams is third. Then Elton Julian, number 7 in 4th place. Right behind him in the Van Diemen is Julian Westwood. There they go. 4th and 5th together. Down through the Craner curves. Onto the old hairpin. That's 7, Elton Julian. Number 11, Julian Westwood in the Van Diemen. And this is a replay of the start. De Ferran, there is Osvaldo Negri on the right in the radar, going down to the right-hander at Redgate. De Ferran dives round to the left, and he stays on the left. He drives round the outside of Negri and takes the lead, and he's holding it, because he's got right ahead as they go down to the Craner curves. Down the Starkey Straight, 140 miles an hour. De Ferran leads in the Paul Stewart Racing Reynard. Then it's Negri in the West Surrey Racing Reynard. And Julian Westwood, number 11, is attacking into the chicane. And number 11, Westwood is the man to watch. He's been driving for Van Diemen in Japan. He's come back to Britain. He's taken over the Van Diemen drive. He's right up there. He's pushing number 7, Elton Julian, for 4th position. Up to Goddard. Julian Westwood with number 7, 17-year-old Elton Julian. It's Wolf versus Van Diemen. Now, out of Goddard. Down to Redgate. Julian Westwood dives out from behind the rear wing of Elton Julian's. Rolt into the right-hander at Redgate. And now he's attacking. He's in a good position to challenge. Is Julian Westwood. He's on the right-hand side of the Rolt. He's going through, and he goes up into 4th position. So the Van Diemen is in 4th place as they go down into the Craner curves. It's only the Van Diemen's 9th Formula 3 race in Britain. The best finish they've had so far is 5th place for Jason Plato, and now Westwood is in 4th place. There he is, up to McLean's. So De Ferran leads, Negri 2nd, Adams is 3rd, Westwood is 4th. 2 winners, De Ferran and Adams, 1st and 3rd. Coppis. Westwood is pulling away from Elton Julian. Down the Starkey Straight. In car with De Ferran, down to the 2nd gear chicane. 50 miles an hour, left, right. And Westwood, number 11, is catching Philippe Adams. Julian Westwood, born in Shrewsbury, a lot of experience. Karts, Formula Ford, Formula Ford 2000. Formula 3 for 2 years. Drove in Formula 3000 last year. Formula Atlantic in New Zealand last winter. Formula 3 in Japan this year, and now he's back in Britain. Chasing Philippe Adams. Look, he's right with him. Number 8, Philippe Adams, 3rd place out of Goddard. 3rd and 4th together. Adams from Belgium. Julian Westwood. Into Redgate. Now, Van Diemen cars have dominated Formula Ford for years. Now they're putting a toe into Formula 3, and they're threatening the Rolts and the Reynards, because Philippe Adams, number 8, 3rd place, is under pressure. Coming down to the old hairpin. Right behind him is Julian Westwood. Adams runs wide, goes over the curve, almost loses it. This is going to give Julian Westwood the opportunity to close up as they come up to McLean's. He's right with the Rolt in front of him. This is the battle for 3rd and 4th. Philippe Adams, who has won twice this year. Down to McLean's, then the climb to Coppis, and out of Coppis with the speed building all the time, up into top gear, down the long straight at 140 miles an hour, past the exhibition buildings, into the chicane. And Westwood has really got Adams under pressure, and he's lost it. Philippe Adams loses it, and he's lost the place. Westwood goes through into 3rd position. Now, can Adams rejoin in time? Not quite. He's down to 5th position in front of Hughes. Elton Julian is now 4th. And up to Goddard. There's Negri 2nd. Westwood now in 3rd position. Elton Julian is 4th. This is the battle for 5th position. Philippe Adams back to 5th. Warren Hughes right behind him in 6th place. The Englishman in the Rolt movement is going through. He locks up, forces Adams wide, and Hughes goes up into 5th position. Lovely bit of overtaking out of Goddard. Down to Redgate again. So Warren Hughes He's been used to the Reynard Vauxhall before. This is his first race in the Mugen, and he's certainly making the most of it. 5th position, and there's 3 Rolts in the top 6. And there are 5th and 6th, Hughes and Adams, with the Ferran stroking it away in the lead. Well, look how close it is for 5th position, and Adams certainly isn't giving up. He's trying to get past Hughes as they come out of McLean's. Hughes holds him back. Round coppice again. And this is a replay of Philippe Adams losing it. Look, full right lock, the back swings round. Westwood goes through on the inside. Elton Julian closes up and actually goes through. Adams rejoins, and at the hairpin, de Ferran leads for 9 points, and it looks like his 4th win from 9 races. Now, he's coming up to lap John Lee's B-Class Rolt. There it is ahead of us, going into Redgate. And this is where class tells. The A-Class leader, the championship leader, goes straight through, down to Redgate. Negri 2nd, Westwood 3rd, behind them Julian is 4th. Now, number 2, Osvaldo Negri, drove for the Bowman team last year. Now he's with West Surrey Racing. They're new to the Reynard, and this is their best so far, 2nd place. But look at Westwood. And here's the leader. Gilles de Ferran has led from Redgate, the first corner on lap 1. He's making it look easy, which I promise you it isn't. He's leading by over 4 seconds, but Negri and Westwood share the fastest lap so far, 98.6 miles an hour. A bit slower than Mika Häkkinen's 1990 lap record. And this is the last lap for race leader. We're with him, Gilles de Ferran, in the Paul Stewart Racing Reynard Mugen, down to the chicane. He really can take it easy by his standards. Out of the chicane, downhill to the Melbourne hairpin. Then he's just got to go round that slow second gear right-hander, lead in the power, line it up for Goddard's, uphill, that's the last corner of the race. And Gilles de Ferran must surely win here at Donington. He's into Goddard, this is the last corner, it's going to be a famous victory for the Brazilian. And he's got it, look for the checkered flag. Out comes the arm. Gilles de Ferran takes his 4th win and 10 points, with Negri 2nd and Westwood 3rd. So the boys from Brazil, 1st and 2nd, Gilles de Ferran and Osvaldo Negri in their Reynards. But the man and the car of the race, Julian Westwood and Van Diemen, 3rd place. Well done both. And for a very happy Gilles de Ferran, it's congratulations all round, especially from his Paul Stewart team boss Andy Miller. That championship's looking much nearer now.